How many of you city dwellers wish that you owned a vacation home in the mountains, but you don't think you can afford it or maintain it? Well, in today's video, you're going to meet one couple who found a solution to that problem. You see, tiny homes are great vacation homes. Not only are they more affordable, but they're especially easy to clean and maintain. And hey, if you ever decide to change the location of your vacation home, you can do it pretty easily because these homes are on wheels. This is exactly what Mark and Mary did when they decided to own and park a tiny house on a piece of land just outside of Washington's Cascade National Park. One element of this tiny home that makes it completely unique is that they have 2 nano doors, allowing the outside into their tiny space. Also, this house sleeps 6 people comfortably, so there's plenty of room for Mark and Mary to bring their friends and family on vacation. So let's take a tour of this gorgeous tiny home.
Hi, I'm Mary.
And I'm Mark, and this is the Tinho Tiny House. We're actually not sure what Tinho means, but my dad has labeled it as Tinho, as a reminiscent of these small cabins in Poland that he grew up with.
Since we've been together over a decade, it's always been a dream of ours to have a small space in the mountains that we can escape to.
Just having a place that is light and easy to take care of and minimal maintenance, tiny homes are perfect for that. Our tiny home is parked on a small plot of land in the Methow Valley, and this is just on the eastern slope of the North Cascades National Park. This place just really rang true with us, not only for its natural beauty, but also for, I think, a lot of our values of, having a place with community and having a place that really cares about nature. So Tinho is 32 feet long, 8.5 feet wide, on a trailer, 3-axle with a front tow. I believe the towing capacity on that is 16,000 pounds. I believe we're just underneath that. The total square footage inside is around 260 square feet. We have 2 sleeping lofts that actually add almost another 100 square feet of livable space on top, which is super nice.
Tinho is really just an escape for us from Seattle. I mean, we love to come out here and really re-energize and rest, and we do that not just on our own, but we've actually designed it to really sleep 6 people plus camping outside during the summer, so we can have, our friends and family and community join us for these experiences that we have out here in Mazama.
Welcome to the Tinho Tiny House. We are just coming in through our back door. We designed it this way because we do a lot of outdoor recreation, running, skiing, playing outside, so we wanted a covered place out there that we could come in, kick things off, throw things directly into the combo washer dryer. And it's actually been awesome. Fast Wash does a really great job for us. Here we've got our bathroom and shower, which is usually where Mary sends me when I'm coming in from the outside. We've got a 36-inch shower in here. It's actually been super nice to kind of have that much room. We're pumped that we were able to squeeze that in here. Propane heater here for all our on-demand water. Sometimes we'll have a lot of people in the house or even staying on the property outside with us, so it's nice to never be able to run out of hot water for us. We have a RV flush toilet. The toilet is connected into a septic, which is on the property, and I think the only thing that we had to do the property to get it ready for the tiny home. And then Mary's made some cool kind of design decisions. We ripped apart a purse that she had to get some straps up here so we can easily have enough towels hanging out for friends and family as they come over. We put in a sink here, and we decided to do it outside of the bathroom. These are quartz countertops that actually matches to what we have in the kitchen, so kind of gives a nice cool pop of lightness into the space, and also super easy to keep clean. So now we kind of move into the kitchen. Anytime that you come to the tiny house, we pour these out. This is our après-ski. It is our Polish recipe of krupnik. And so when you come here, you have to have a little bit. You've got to do a little shot with me. So cheers.
That's lovely.
There you go. So keeping the important things on demand here. Microwave and oven here. We thought about going big because we do spend a lot of time cooking, but just given the amount of space, what we heard about in terms of creating ambient heat with a bigger oven, If we do have bigger groups here, we're usually doing something big on a pot or outside on the barbecue. So the small size has definitely been nice and allowed us to have more space for storage. We did opt for a big fridge, and sometimes we'll come in here with a bunch of food. Let's say we're coming out here for a week at a time, or we're feeding 4 or 6 people. It's been nice to be able to have that much storage. All of our drawers, all of our cabinets are click lock, so it is totally legal to tow. There's no handles, you're not catching yourself on anything, especially if you're coming in, someone's cooking, you're going around them. It just gives you that much more space when everything's super tight. We went for a bigger sink that we could negotiate kind of getting in here. I think we might have been able to sneak it a little bit bigger, but honestly, this has been pretty big. It's pretty deep, which is super nice. We're oftentimes cooking not just for the 2 of us, but for more that are spending the weekend with us. And then we opted to put this on the corner because this window just kind of rolls open, and now we've got a screen up in case we ever wanted to just pass things outside or just pass dishes right in. So we spent a lot of time thinking about window placements and just making sure that wherever you were hanging out, you could just look and see outside. This is super cool. We never actually had heard of a pull-out washer, but we got one, and it's so cool. They're super quiet, they're super efficient, runs a full cycle in 45 minutes. I did a lot of research on our cooktops. I know a lot do propane. We ended up doing induction because we heard that propane creates a little bit more ambient heat. So again, kind of being in a small space, we wanted to minimize that. You can actually still have a fully functioning drawer underneath it. So we've got utensils, spices for a cooktop, all right there. We did go for a mini split, ductless, both heat and AC. Being on the eastern side of the mountains here in Washington, it can get pretty hot in the summer and then it gets really cold in the winter. So having something that could easily just do both and not take up footprint was essential to us.
I'm going to show you the other half of the house. And so I'll first show you my favorite feature in the whole home, which is actually this awesome nano door that opens and collapses and really enables this indoor-outdoor living experience that we wanted to have, where we could just go out on the deck and listen to the river. And another design choice that we made is, instead of buying traditional home furniture, we actually purchased outdoor furniture because it's lightweight and we could easily take these little socks off here and throw it outside on our deck and really just have a comfortable afternoon or evening outside. We have this beautiful cross breeze from one deck to another. When the furniture's moved out, it just almost feels like a hallway between 2 big rooms. Overall, we really wanted a really soothing interior experience, nothing too loud, to really keep the focus on the exterior, the trees, the mountains, and everything around us. So what you'll notice is fairly muted tones in general. We also chose white curtains. We did a double layer here, so there are actually 2 different curtains. The reason that we did this is because in the winter we want a little extra insulation when we're in here, and so we typically use both of the curtains. With the light fixtures, wanted something that added some personality but just wasn't overbearing. When the light is on, it actually casts almost a star onto the ceiling. And on the ceiling we use beetle kill pine as the wood of choice because it's a really sustainable wood and something that also adds a soft touch of texture and color, but without being overbearing again. We actually chose a full XL bed, which means that it's the width of a full but the length of a queen. We wanted to make sure that we had plenty of space. With regard to storing clothes, underneath of the bed we have a bunch of gray bins, pajamas, outdoor clothes, nicer clothes, etc. This is the beetle kill pine that I had mentioned earlier, actually. So we're in one of 2 lofts, so believe it or not, but we have 3 sleeping spaces in here, so we can sleep 6 people, and probably more if we have someone sleep on the living room floor as well. Up here we have 2 twin beds, especially when we have individuals or kids. This is a good place for them to stay. Now I'll show you our 3rd and final sleeping space. We're just going to head upstairs. So as we're heading upstairs, I just wanted to point out this decision that we made here. Instead of a solid wall, we wanted to make sure that this remained very open air and light, and so we decided to do these wires. Now we are in our third and final sleeping space, and again we did another full XL here, particularly for couples that want to snuggle at night. Up here we also have some shelving. Folks can throw their clothes, shoes, anything that they bring with them into that for convenience. On each side of the bed we have placed windows in this loft as well as the prior loft. We just want people to feel like they're having this indoor-outdoor experience on a regular basis. We didn't do any sort of molding around windows. You'll also notice in the kitchen there's no backsplash. We just wanted to minimize lines and layers of material to just keep it simple and airy.
So this is our back porch area. We built this right after we got the tiny home delivered. It like doubles the footprint of your livable area. Here we've got an oak smoke style barbecue, but it's actually hooked up directly on tube that's going into a propane line that we have teed coming out of the house, so it can fire up a barbecue as well as our heater. When the tiny home was getting built, we asked them to include extra siding, trim, etc., because we knew that we were going to build this tiny shed. So you're coming up here, you know, we're taking, if things are muddy or wet, taking them off here. We actually insulated the shed, so wet ski boots, clothes, we can actually just throw right inside here. We've got a power outlet that runs in there so that we can have a heater in there, just help dry things off.
Living in Seattle, you know, with the overcast so much throughout the year, you know, I'm a person that really needs a lot of natural light and sun for my own happiness and energy, and so I could sit here on the deck in the sun, watch cross-country skiers go by, look at the mountains. It's really a beautiful gem of a spot here.
I think the idea behind Mary and I investing and getting a tiny home is for us to have a place that we can easily just get out to, even if it's just a moment's notice. You know, in the city, we're working, we catch up with friends over dinner, and there's just so many distractions, so many places to be, so many things to do. And when you come out and interact with your friends and family in nature, just a different pace happens.
We're just spending a lot of time, you know, building memories here together with the people that we love, both through connected conversation and activity. It's been wonderful.
If you liked this video, make sure to share it and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel so that you can see every new video that I post.